What's up guys, my name is Daanish. I'm a 27-year-old Airbnb superhost from Chicago, Illinois. I'm gonna be breaking down in this video, the different kind of business models and side hustles that you can do going into 2024. But most importantly, I'm gonna be rating these businesses on a scale of A through D. Now, many of these business models I've done over the past 5-6 years of being an entrepreneur, and just full transparency, I'm gonna be breaking down what I think might be the best side hustle to do going into 2024. Now, one of the first business models that I got started with when I was 18, 19 years old was reselling phones. Now, this kind of side hustle is a great business if you're starting off. You don't need a lot of money, you don't need a lot of experience, you don't need special licenses or anything like that. But the cons to this kind of business or this kind of side hustle is that you don't run a business, you're running a side hustle. So when I was 18, 19 reselling phones, I was constantly, having to hustle my way to make money. I had to go buy a phone, I had to go meet up the person, sell it. Now, if I wanted to go travel, let's say to another state, I would not be able to make money because the business or side hustle was dependent on me doing the work. So even though there's good money that can be made, and I think it's a great kind of side hustle that you can do when you're young, this isn't gonna be the kind of business you wanna be in for the long run. Now, that kind of business, reselling phones, I would rate it a C+. Now, the second side hustle that I did when I was around 21 years old was get into e-commerce. It was really booming. You saw it all over social media. Everyone was just selling a course on e-commerce. It was the hot topic. It was the hottest side hustle to do back then, about 5 years ago. And although it's a great business model, it can get you to have location freedom and time freedom and financial freedom. The biggest cons with e-commerce, number one, there's a lot of scammy folks in that industry. Everyone trying to sell their course or mentorship. But most importantly, the cons about it is that there's a lot of skills that you have to learn that most people won't tell you about. You have to learn how to source the right products. You have to learn how to run ads. You have to learn how to deal with payment processors. You have to learn about fulfillment. You have to learn about customer service. So there's a lot of missing pieces inside of doing an e-commerce business that most people won't show you. Although yes, if you do it correctly, it's gonna allow you eventually to work from your laptop, work wherever in the world that you wanna go to, travel, make money. But in order to get to that kind of level, you're gonna have to really learn a lot of these skills to do it. And there's a high chance that you're probably not gonna be profitable starting off. So with e-commerce, I would probably rate it like a C-. Now, another business that I got into when I was around 23, 24 was trading, specifically in the Forex industry. Now, again, a great industry that can allow time freedom, location freedom, financial freedom. But the biggest thing with trading, most people don't realize that it requires a lot of learning and it requires a lot of trial and error to actually become a profitable trader. Most people, they say, right, over 90 to 95% of traders never become profitable. So you have to go into it knowing that you're probably gonna lose a decent amount of money before you actually become profitable. And you have to really learn how to be very disciplined and how to really acquire the right skill set when it comes to trading. Now, again, if you can get it down pat and learn it like how some of the top people in the game have learned trading, you're gonna be able to make a crazy amount of money. You can make $100,000 in a day. There's people out there doing it, but the biggest thing is when you're starting off, you're probably gonna potentially lose money before you actually become profitable. It's a long-term game with trading, and you can't really start with $0. They might tell you that you can, but chances are you're gonna blow your life savings. You do not wanna start when you don't have a lot of money to your name. Overall, I would rate trading a C. Another business that I got into right after trading, I got introduced to the world of cryptos. In the 2021 bull market, I got very active with it. And although crypto, I made a lot of good money doing it and taught a lot of people when I was in that space. The problem with cryptos is that most people are gonna lose money. Until you can understand how the game actually works, when to buy, know when to sell, most importantly, know when to sell, you're probably gonna lose money in cryptos. Probably over 95% of people lose money in crypto than make money in crypto. So although you can make crazy money, there's people that have flipped $1,000 account to $100,000 with crypto, but you won't hear about all the stories that people lose money. So it's a great side hustle that you can do when the bull run is happening. But if you don't know what you're doing, you're gonna get caught up and you're gonna lose money like 98% of the folks. So my biggest recommendation is, if you do get involved, make sure you have a lot of disposable income that you're okay with losing. And number two, learn from the right people and get into the right groups, because the big thing with crypto is getting inside of the right network. That way you're on the right side of the game and not on the left side where you lose money. Overall, I would rate crypto AC. Now, another side hustle you can do in 2024 is gonna be high ticket sales. Now, this specific industry or this specific skill, I believe is one of the better ones, right? You could have a couple $100s to your name, get started, learn the right skill set. You can learn a lot of videos about high ticket sales from YouTube videos. You can get into the right courses, the right programs, and really learn the skill that's gonna pay for the rest of your life, because if you can learn how to sell, you'll never go broke again. But the problem with high ticket sales is, number one, you have to land into a good offer, and number two, you have to be very determined and very disciplined with doing sales, right? There's gonna be days you don't feel like it. You have to make sure that you feel good. That way when you're hopping on sales calls, you're able to close deals and secure that deal and make money. So overall, great business model. You could be 19, 20, you could be young, older, and really excel in this industry, whether you're doing like life insurance sales, high ticket, whether you're doing high ticket sales for like coaches, influencers. There's definitely multiple industries that you can do high ticket sales. Overall, I would rate high ticket sales a B+. Now, a business that I currently do myself that I'm gonna dive into is Airbnb. I got started with it around 2 years ago in 2022. And overall, I tell people this is probably one of the better businesses to go into, especially into 2024. So biggest thing with this business, make sure you learn it the right way, whether you're paying for courses, YouTube videos, coaching, whatever you do, just make sure you learn this business the correct way, or else, you're not gonna have a fun time. Now, the best part about this business, you can do the business anywhere in the world. You're gonna be able to make money passively, right? That's what everyone has a goal and dream of, make money anywhere in the world, not work too much, right? You don't need a lot of money to start. You can leverage 0% business cards to get into properties. It's probably one of the better businesses to do. I've been doing it for the past 2 years. I've acquired over 13 short-term rental properties, doing over about $40,000 a month in revenue every single month inside of the business. And it's allowed me to kind of live the life that I like living, which is a lot of freedom. So overall, I would rate Airbnb an A-. Now, if you guys want to learn how you can actually get started with any of these businesses, the best thing you can always do is just go on YouTube, watch videos, start getting educated. Eventually though, you always want to invest into yourself, right? If you want to shortcut your learning process, you want to invest into coaching programs, into courses, because free information is probably going to only take you so far. You want to make sure you can get around the right people that are doing that business. Now, if you guys are specifically looking to get into Airbnb, I currently have over 50+ students that I've taught how to get into their first property. I've helped over 10 people hit Superhost on the Airbnb platform. So it's a business that I'm really well versed in, and I know how to teach other people on how to create success in this industry. If you guys want to learn more about how you can possibly get started with the Airbnb business, make sure to just click the link in the description, book a call with me or my team, see if you're a good fit, learn more about how the program works. And if it's something that interests you, let's help you get started and let's help you launch your first Airbnb in the next 30 to 90 days. Make sure to like and subscribe to the channel. Leave a comment if you have any kind of questions or any other videos that you guys would like me to create, and look forward to seeing you guys on the next video. See you guys then.